Welcome to the April 2025 edition of Corporate Reporting Insights. In our first section, we look at IFRS accounting standards and all the recent developments. We've included 5 articles in this section. First of all, we're looking at the scope and the definitions of the various accounting standards, and we really explore why the scope and the definitions of these accounting standards are so important to enhance the quality of financial reporting and also audit quality. In our second article, we address a tricky question. There's always a question around when do we start to depreciate property, plant and equipment, as opposed to when do we start depreciating right of use assets as a result of lease agreements. And there's a very tricky answer to that, and we explore that in a very short article, and we illustrate it with an example. This is an article not to miss. In our third article, we look at the new profit or loss statement under the new IFRS 18. And in particular, we explore why this profit or loss will differ for entities with specified main business activities. Then we'll also, in our fourth article, look at the challenges of accounting for nature-dependent power purchase agreements. We're going to do a series of articles on accounting for nature-dependent power purchase agreements over coming months, and this article sets the scene, looks at the background and the IFRS discussions. Then in our fifth article, we refer to our illustrative interim financial statements for the quarter ending 31 March 2025, which has just been released by BDO Global. In our second section, where we look at Australian financial reporting developments, we have an article explaining the changes to the payment times reporting scheme. And we also include a quick checklist to help you with next steps to get ready for these changes. Then finally, in our third article, or in our third section, we look at sustainability. And we've included 7 articles within sustainability. First of all, big news. ASIC has published regulatory guidance for sustainability reporting. This was published on the 31st of March this year, and we have an article outlining some of the key announcements. Then, in our second article, we discuss how to measure revenue, assets, and the number of employees for sustainability reporting thresholds. This references this ASIC guide as well as the new legislation, which is embedded in the Corporations Act. In our third article, we look at foreign parent consolidated sustainability reporting. Doesn't exempt Australian entities from sustainability reporting. So again, the requirement is that a subsidiary don't have to do a sustainability report if their ultimate Australian parent prepares a consolidated sustainability report. So we explore that in response to a number of recent questions. Then in our fourth article within sustainability, we have an article with the 6 business challenges that sustainability can help address. And this is based on an article written by BDO in the US, and we've adapted it to the Australian environment. Then we have an article where the Science Based Target Initiative has released a draft net zero standard 2.0 for feedback, and we explore that. We also have an article focusing on the governance pillar of AASBS 2. And you would have seen in our recent webinar, we looked at that governance pillar of AASBS 2. And over coming months, we will unpack pillar on strategy, pillar 3 on risk management, and Pillar 4 on metrics and targets. And then our final article for this edition of Corporate Reporting Insight is some decarbonisation guidance across industries by reference to the ANSI codes. We hope you enjoy this edition of Corporate Reporting Insights. It's just in time for a long weekend. We hope you enjoy a lovely long weekend. Some of you might have taken an extra long weekend between Easter and Anzac Day. We hope you get some rest as we ramp up to 30 June 2025 reporting season.